students. I hope that everyone learned prime numbers from 1 to 100. Now you are going to learn few more important definitions in part 4 of this chapter. Listen carefully, it's very useful. First one, co-primes or relatively prime numbers. Two numbers having only one as a common factor are called co-prime numbers. So any two numbers you can take. If both the numbers are having only one as a common factor, then the numbers are called co-prime numbers. Now you observe some examples here. 4 and 9. Factors of 4, 1, 2, 4. Factors of 9, 1, 3, 9. What's the common factor? 1. Now see another example here. Factors of 3, 1 and 3. Factors of 10, 1, 2, 5, 10. Here also we have 1 as a common factor. So 4, 9 and 3, 10 are called co-prime numbers. Now here you have to remember very important note. Any two prime numbers are always co-prime numbers. For example, if you take 2 factors 1 and 2. 3 factors 1 and 3. Common factor is 1. So they are co-prime numbers. Now if you take another example 5 and 7. 5 factors 1 and 5. 7 factors 1 and 7. Common factor is 1. So they are co-primes. Similarly, 11 factors 1 and 11. 17 factors 1 and 17. Common factor is 1. So they are co-prime numbers. So as we know that prime numbers means 1 and number itself exactly the factors. Definitely 1 will be the common factor for any two prime numbers. So any two prime numbers are always co-primes. But the condition, two co-prime numbers need not be both primes. You see the example here, 4 and 9. 4 is a composite number. 9 is a composite number. But they are co-primes. In the second example, 3 is a prime number. But 10 is a composite number. But both are co-prime numbers. So basing on this condition, these are the examples. So two co-prime numbers need not be both primes. Now here, as you know that natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you take any two consecutive natural numbers, consecutive means continuation. 1 and 2 are consecutive, 2 and 3 are consecutive, 3 and 4 are consecutive, like that. So if you take any two consecutive natural numbers, factors of 1 is 1. Two factors 1 and 2. Common factor is 1. So 1 and 2 are co-primes. If you take 2 and 3, factors of 2, 1 and 2. Factors of 3, 1 and 3. Common factor is 1. Similarly, if you take 3 and 4, factors of 3, 1 and 3. Factors of 4, 1, 2, 4. Common factor is 1. It means that any two consecutive natural numbers are always co-prime numbers. Next one, if you take even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. Now you see any two consecutive even numbers. 2 factors 1 and 2. 4 factors 1, 2, 4. What's the common factor? 2. Does it co-primes? Since they don't have 1 as a common factor here. So 2 and 4 are not co-primes. If you take 4 and 6. Factors of 4, 1, 2, 4. Factors of 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Common factor is 2. So they are not co-primes. Next consecutive number 6 and 8. Factors of 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Factors of 8, 1, 2, 4, 8. Common factor is 2. So here any two consecutive even numbers if you take, they are not co-primes because since they don't have common factor as 1. When it comes to the odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and so on. Take any two consecutive odd numbers. Factors of 1 is 1. Factors of 3 is 1 and 3. Common factor is 1. If you take 3 and 5, again common factor is 1. If you take 5 and 7, common factor is 1. 7 and 9 if you take 7 factors 1 and 7. Factors of 9, 1, 3, 9. Here also we have common factor as 1. So from this we can say any two consecutive odd numbers are always co-primes. This is very important concept. You have to remember, children. Now come to the another important concept. Two twin primes. Two prime numbers that differ from each other by 2 are called twin primes. So twins means 2. Two prime numbers you have to take. Co-primes means any two numbers you can take, but in case of twin primes, you have to take two prime numbers whose difference is 2 are called twin primes. Now you observe the examples here. 3, 5. 3 and 5 are prime numbers. What is the difference between 5 and 3 here? 5 minus 3 is 2. So they are twin primes. Now 5 and 7 you observe here. Both are prime numbers. 7 minus 5 is 2. So they are twin primes. Similarly here 11 and 13. 11 and 13 are prime numbers whose difference is 2. 17 and 19. 19 minus 17 is 2 and both are prime numbers, so they are twin primes. So we have some examples here. 29, 31, 41, 43, 59, 61. Last example 71, 73. Now you see again both are prime numbers whose difference is 2. So we have here 8 pairs of twin primes between 1 and 100. So this is very important. So once again you see two prime numbers you have to take that differ from each other by 2 are called twin primes. So total we have how many pairs of twin primes we have between 1 and 100? Remember that 8 pairs. You have to by heart all these children. Next one, perfect number. A number for which sum of all its factors is equal to twice the number is called perfect number. Once again, a number for which sum of all its factors is equal to twice the number. For example, you see here factors of 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. What is sum of factors? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 6, 12. 12 is 2 times of 6. 2 into the number. So, 6 is called here perfect number. Now see the another example. Factors of 28. 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 28. Now you take sum of all its factors. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 7, 14. 14 plus 14, 28. 28 plus 28, 56. Which is 2 times of the number 28. So 28 is called perfect number. So a number for which sum of all its factors is equal to twice the number is called a perfect number. Now one more important concept we are going to learn now. Prime factorization. Already you learnt in the 5th standard. So what in the word itself it is there. Factorization of the given number using only the prime numbers. Now you see the definition here. The process to express the given number as the product of prime numbers is called prime factorization of the given number. Suppose any composite number is given, if you write that number as a product of prime numbers, then we call it is a prime factorization of the given number. For example, prime factorization of 30. As we know that 30 is a composite number and also it's a even number. Even numbers are divisible by 2. So whenever you are writing the prime factorization of any number, first you have to take the possible prime number 2. If not, you go for 3. If not, you go for 5. Like that you follow the order. So 30 can be written as a product of two 15s, where 2 is a prime number, 15 is a composite number. Again, this 15 can be written as a product of 3 and 5, where 3 and 5 are here prime numbers. So here, prime factorization of 30 is 2 into 3 into 5. You can check your answer here. 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30. So here you see all are prime numbers. So we can call it is as a prime factorization of the given number 30. So to find the prime factorization, we have two methods. One is division method, another one is factor tree method. So let us take one example. 420. Now let us find the prime factorization of 420 using division method. Now you see here 420 is an even number because we have 0 in the units place. So definitely it is divisible by the first possible prime number 2. Now let us divide here. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2 and 2 zeros 0. It means that we divide 420 by 2 to get 210. Now you observe here 210 is an even number. Again it is divisible by 2. Let us divide by 2 here. 2 ones are 2. 1 is not divisible. 2 zeros 0 and 0 will come. 2 fives are 10. Now here we divide 210 by 2 to get 105. Now this 105 is an odd number. Now you see the sum of digits here. 1 plus 0 1 and 1 plus 5 is 6. That 6 is divisible by 3. So this number is divisible by 3. Now divide. 3 threes are 9. So 1 will come as a reminder. 5 you take. 3 fives are 15. So we divide 105 by 3 to get 35. Now you see here 35. It is an odd number. What is 3 plus 5? 8. 8 is not divisible by 3. So what is the next possible prime number? 5. So 5 sevens are 35. Now here 7 is a prime number. This prime number is divided by itself. So 7 ones are 7. So here 1 is a quotient. So what are the prime factors we got it here? 2, 2, 3, 5, 7. Now come let us we do the same number in the factor tree method. So as we know the tree means we have branches. So we have to split the numbers here. So this 420 can be written as a product of two factors. First we start with the possible prime number 2. 2 210s are 420. Now you don't touch this 2 here. 210 is a composite number. Again you split this 210 as a product of two factors. So 2 105s. Again don't touch this 2. 105 is a composite number. This 105 can be written as a product of 3 35s. Now 3 is a prime number. So we split here 35 as a product of two numbers. 5 sevens are 35. And 7 can be written as 7 ones are 7. So what are the prime factors we got here? 2, 2, 3, 5, 7. So if you observe that this prime factorization does not contain any composite number. So what is the prime factorization of 420? 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. If you want to check your answer, you can check. 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 5s are 60. 67s are 420. This is the way we can check our answer. So we have two methods of prime factorization. You have to learn these two methods thoroughly. So now with this I conclude today's session. Next class we meet with one more important concept. Learn definitions thoroughly and complete given assignment sums. Thank you children.